1-inch mesh. I am going to do a poof like this. So this is what I used here. So I'm just going to do the same thing. Let me see how many ties I did here. Oh, I did 5 ties. Okay, so we're going to use 5 ties. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see, because people like to see. There you go. So you won't see my facial expressions, but if I need to do a facial expression, I will zoom back out so you can see my face. How's that? Okay, so 5 ties. This is what I do. Put one on the end here, and then put one on this end all the way towards the end. I'm using the middle rail, not the bottom, or the top rail, not the bottom. And twist it off so it doesn't move around and slide. So then I take it, and I'm not measuring, I'm just eyeballing where the center of the rail is. And I'm gonna, so I fold it in half, come from the back, find my center, and then put the third one here. And now you can fold it in half again, and then just split the difference here. Just eyeball it, or you can measure it wherever the middle is of these two. Do that as well. So I have some fun stuff to talk about with you guys, things that we wanted to talk about. I did a post late last night. I don't think very many people saw it, but we are starting to talk about Black Friday, so stay tuned for that. We are talking about our subscription box, because right now our oldest order is 16 days, which I got it done this morning, but they're working on all the way through orders that are within 10 days old, you guys. We are busting out. Everything from October is heading out the door, and they're actually working on stuff already in, or from September is out the door already in October. So yay! We are super excited about that. The team is really happy that they can see the fruits of their labor out there. And you know, we hustle hard, we play hard. So I can't wait to show you the shop. If you guys saw it last time, they moved things around to make it better for Brian to do his part. So I just did that, and I didn't even tell you what happened. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the end of the mesh, roll it under, and I try to leave like 5 or 6 inches on the end here, and then scrunch it, and that's what's going to go in this tie. I will do the exact same thing on this side to show you. And now I do line this up on the board, my mat here, and then gather at about 10 inches. So this will be a 10-inch piece here, and then I scoot it back and go to the next tie, and then just put it in the tie. Separate this out. We don't want it all smashed. Like that. And then do the same thing over here. Line this up, and then find your 10 inches, and then you see I'm just grabbing it in my hand and then bringing it back to the tie. Tying it off a couple times so it doesn't come out, separating the poof here so it's not all smushed. Same thing here, line this up, find your 10 inches, scrunch it together, twist it off, separate the poof, okay? There we go. Now, this is what I did down here, but we're going to do it in reverse. So I need my rotary cutter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to still measure my 10 inches. So I'm putting it here. My 10 inches is right about here. Okay, let me get this straight so it's not all wonky. Okay, so measure my 10 inches is right about here, but I still need about that little bit more to fold it over. So I'm just doing like another 10 inches, another 6 inches. I don't even know. I just eyeball it, you guys. And I didn't even cut a straight line. Hello. Oh, hi, Misha. I know it's so hard when you're a creative person. You're like, oh my gosh, I need to go make something. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm turning it this way because I'm right-handed. You're gonna take the end of the meshes here and fold it under, so you're creating this nice edge here. And it's gonna be about 6 inches. So you're gonna wanna give yourself a little bit more, because when you scrunch it up, you're not scrunching it up right at the line, otherwise it'll come out. So fold this over and scrunch it up. And then this part is, so this should be 10 inches. And now that the part that's in your hand, that's gonna go right here in the poop. So we just, that's how we started it. We just did it in reverse. So you can see how I did that. And then separate this out so it's not all bunched up. And then it's gonna look like that. So it is see-through, and that's okay because we're gonna add some more stuff to it, okay? And it does have a nice poof here on the end. Hey, Linda. Thank you, Misha. Thank you, guys. I hope you're enjoying this today. And this is what the back looks like. There's only the 5 ties that we did in the back. So now I'm gonna get rid of my mesh because otherwise I'll make it fly off the table. I'm just gonna stick it down here and my things here. So that's really see-through. I'm thinking about adding something, you guys. Let me see. What if I do this? Thinking about adding some mesh on here. That's red on red. So I have some of this that I've used, you know, past project. Let me add a little bit of this. Let me see. I'm gonna cut this. I need 5 of them. I'm gonna cut them in 20 inches. Just because I was looking at that and I just think it needs something else. We want to go for a little bit of a wow right here. Oh, I better have enough. Let's see. Oh, shh. Okay, it's like 17. We're going to put this one like right where we're going to put the bow, so it's going to hide it. Because I didn't get 20 inches on this thing. Hi, Melissa. Thank you. Okay, so this is our shorty. I'm going to make sure. What I like to do is see how this, can you see that? Hold on. Not really. You can't see what the heck I'm doing. So see how this is our wreath rail and we put this together. I like doing the bow off center, and you can kind of see on the gingerbread, it's not right in the middle, it's off center. That's where I'm going to put the bow on this one. So that little shorty, that shorty piece, that's where we're going to put him at, okay? And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. So take your mesh. I'm just going to do a ruffle down the middle and lay your mesh down on the table. It's curly because it was the end of the roll. And I'm just gonna walk my hand straight down the middle here, pinching them between my finger and my thumb. Now this is the shorty piece. He's gonna go right here. Twist it off a couple times, and there you go. I can fold this in a little bit just to give it something, and then it looks like this. Okay. Same thing here. Look, I'm using the end of the table so it stays flat because this is so curly. So good luck with that when you get to the end. It's a little harder to manage. And then just go right into your tie. Twist it off a couple times so it doesn't come out. Oops. And then fix your ruffle so it's not all right on top of each other. There, I kind of want those like up and out. Okay, turn this one around. Oh, I still got to do this. Thank you, Doris. So by the side, can you guys see what I'm doing? So I'm laying it flat and I'm pinching between my fingers here, my finger and my thumb right down the middle. So it makes this ruffle like this. And that is right where my finger is. That's what is going right in the tie. So what else did we talk about? I don't remember. That was like the biggest thing was Black Friday. So we're gonna probably do something a little bit different this year on how we do our Black Friday. So Black Friday is a big deal for us. We are, yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. We are planning something a little bit different. So I'm super excited. When we have the details to share that with you, just stay tuned. We have like a million pokers in the fire, so. Hi guys. Oh, Carol, thank you. I didn't start like this. So everything is practice and just continue learning and, you know, doing, when we know better, we do better. So I'm just gonna see. So this is like, I made my first wreath almost 4 years ago. But that was totally as a hobby. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make a wreath. Okay, so here's what it looks like. Super cute, right? The black with the red and a little bit of that green. So now I need the fan blowing on me because I am burning up. What's happening here? Oh my gosh. Okay, so now ribbon. Let me stand this up so you can see and hope this guy doesn't fly off the table. So let me turn the air down. That's why I had the air up because it hasn't been that hot, but I am smoking hot right now. Oh gosh. Okay. And if you're new, welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm a lot of fun and I do a lot of different projects and show you how to work with our stuff. So that's that. So now let's decide what ribbon we're going to use. I am really loving this, but I don't know if I'm going to use that in tails. Maybe save that for the bow. But because this is totally Santa, I'm digging that one. I'm also digging this one too. The black and the white with that. You guys, I think this is it. So this black and white, this is from Sam's, and it just has a bunch of holiday sayings on it. It says Happy Holidays, Jingle All the Way, Merry Christmas, another Happy Holiday, Snowflakes, Joy to the World, Noel, and it's just a repeated word design here. So I love the black and white because I think it breaks up all the red, but this one with Santa's belt in that, I think that would be so stinking cute right there. Oh, thank you, Nancy. So I think that's it that I'm gonna use, and everything else we're gonna put it in a bow because this is really making sense to me. So what I do, since we're gonna put our bow right here, I'm not actually gonna put ribbon tails here. So I like to just twist this off, and you can tuck the twist ties like down inside the project, or I just put mine off. It's all preference, whatever you want to do. Nobody's gonna know. So right here is gonna be the bow. So I'm gonna do 4 ribbon tails on this, and I do use my tail board here. So this is a 20-inch wreath rail, so I'm using the 14-inch ribbon tails. Now I only need 4. Now, if you know someone or for yourself, the ribbon tail boards are a perfect stocking stuffer. They're not just for ribbon. If you have other things that you measure, that you know somebody measures and they need a board that's not going to you know, bend like cardboard or something that's going to last, we have the ribbon tail boards. And I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. Those who have issues with their hand and holding this, Richard made a new one that is going to help with that. So as soon as he's done with the other one, I will be posting that for you guys to see. So, a little secret, and that's a hint to him because he needs to get that done. I've only been asking forever. I'm gonna get in trouble. Oh well. Oh, yeah, that one, but I'm not ready yet. Yeah. Thank you, Nancy. Joanne, so we painted the scarecrow on Monday, and that will be tomorrow's project. So on Monday we painted the scarecrow, which is right here. You can barely see him. So painting tutorial Monday. Thursday is the mesh part. So we've kind of skipped a couple weeks here and there, but for the most part, the schedule, my weekly schedule is Monday I paint something, and then Thursday I show you what to do with it. As far as like that one, we're gonna add the mesh. Last week was the Christmas bell. Can you see it? Oh no, because it's out in the shop. The Christmas bell we painted on Monday, and then on Thursday we added some picks and a bow. So that will be tomorrow. That's tomorrow's project. Now, next week, because we have, Christmas is gonna come and go so fast. We still have other holidays and other seasons to prepare for. Next week is one of my very favorite times of the year, even though I don't celebrate it because I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada. Next week we will have Mardi Gras stuff, you guys. So if you are into Mardi Gras, or your customers are, you're gonna wanna be here next week. So Monday we will have something painting on Mardi Gras on Monday, and then all week I'm gonna have Mardi Gras stuff for you guys, okay? So stay tuned for that if you're a Mardi Gras lover. My customer base is mostly in Texas and Louisiana, so, and then, you know, going southeast that way. But we have a lot of Mardi Gras celebrators, and that will be next week. Hi, Craig. I hope you're feeling better. So what I'm doing here is putting the ribbon tails on like this, and then what I like to do is, because I know the bow's gonna go right here, I'm not doing an X with my ribbon. I'm having the tails come out so you still see them and the bow doesn't take over. So just take your 2 ribbon, and I'm gonna do every other one. So I did black on the bottom, now I'm gonna do black on top, line them up, fold it over. I do fold it here to find my middle, and then right there is where I'm gonna pinch it between my finger and my thumb so it looks like this. And then this part where my finger and my thumb is, that's what's gonna go down into the twist tie. And I pulled the twist tie open last week, so just be careful that you are twisting it off good enough. We don't want these things to come apart. So separate that. I'm just gonna finish this, and then I'm gonna hold it up for you guys. And now the fan's blowing my hair and tickling my face. Thank you, Patricia. Trina, me too. I have some new Mardi Gras pieces. If you were around last year, we had some amazing pieces last year. But, no, not but. There is no but. And we have some amazing pieces this year. So I can't wait to share it with you. Now look, I did post my text number on there, so if you are, if you want a sneak peek, I'm gonna be sending a sneak peek to things if you're on my text line. So make sure that you text me to the number there. That way you get signed up on my list, and I'm gonna send out some sneak peeks. So excited. Just because it's fun that way. Okay, so now separate your ribbon. We want this sticking out here. We still have to put tubing on. I can tell you that we have some new kits coming. There will be a Mardi Gras kit, or 2, or 3. There are more kits coming. But look at how cute that is. So we have the Santa belt ribbon, and then we have this black and white ribbon like holiday that really brings out the colors here. Look at how cute this is. Ooh, yay, Christy. So Christy is painting Mardi Gras too. So we might have a Christy Mardi Gras design if she lets us. Okay, so there's that. Now let's do the tubing. So I'm thinking about doing 2 of these in here. Now, there's already a lot of red, and we have this little bit of green right here. So I'm thinking about maybe that one. I don't know, let me see. I definitely want to get the green in there, because you know I love bringing all the colors. But I think I want that one too. Maybe these 2. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do those 2. We're just gonna go for it. So this is where I take the ends of the tubing here. Okay, this one I've used, like, this is my 3rd project using this. So this came with a kit, and you can see that you get a lot to use on your wreath wrap. So I'm gonna do 20, I think, let me see, I think I'm gonna do 22 inches. Let's do it a little bit longer, because I only need a couple cuts. Did I put my thing away? I did. So what I do is I take the 2 ends, because I'm gonna cut 2 at one time, line it up on my mat here. Where I need to cut, I'm just folding it over, and there's my first cut. I hold all the ends together, pull it down. Don't like tug on it, because it's you'll cut it short, and then just cut it off. So there's my 4 pieces, and then I still have like another project right here. Or we can use that in a bow. Now this one, let me find the end. There's one end. Where's the other end? There it is. And you could do the same thing. We're just gonna grab the 2 ends, make sure it's not all curly and kinky. Grab the 2 ends, lay it on the board. Let's do our 22 inches right there. Hold all the ends together and just loosely bring it down so that the same length, and then cut it. And then there's our 4 pieces, okay? We're just gonna put that to the side. Now take your 2 tubing, bring it together. I hope you can see me. So 2 ends, bring it together. Now I'm holding it, and then the bottom part back up here, and then that's what's going to go in our thing. Let me make sure the heat gun's on. Yep, because we're going to add some other stuff to this. Ooh, this is cute. Ooh, this is so cute. Now put your tubing in here, and I twist it off a few times because I don't want it to come out or get loose in any way. And then if you have any pieces, you know, any end left, this one just has a little bit. I just make like a little curly cue, and then you can come down to the base of the tubing and pinch it up where that pipe cleaner is, so it stands out this way. And then separate them. We're going to be moving it around anyways because we have to put the bow on, and then I still play with it anyways. So just keep putting your tubing on there. Now this pipe cleaner doesn't have very much of an end on it, so I'm not going to have any little curly cue here. I'm just going to bend it down and then pinch the bottom. And that way it comes and sticks out, okay? Oh my gosh. Thank you guys. Nora, Beth, if you want to add 3 colors, add 3 colors. I love tubing, and I don't think you can go wrong with it. Like, you're going to have all your colors here, because I always start with the sign and pick those colors out, so I say go for it. If you don't like it, take it out, or if you want to add more, add more. Some people do a lot with tubing. I usually stick to the 2. I think I've done 3 sometimes, but girl, do whatever you want. There are no rules. Okay, there's that. One more. Hi, Sarah. I did see you email. I haven't replied back to you. Yes, we're still on. I don't know what time. We will be here. So, last tie, twist it off a few times, curly cue the end so it doesn't look weird. Pinch the bottom. Make them stand out a little bit. So, I want these ribbons to separate a little bit. There we go. Guys, this looks so stinking cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, look. Look at how fun that is. So kind of traditional, not totally traditional Christmas, but you got Vintage Santa there. And now, before I put a bow on, because last time I put the bow and then we did the bow and then we added that. So we're gonna do that next. We're gonna do the bow next. Let me grab my bow maker, is here. And we're just gonna have fun with our ribbon. So I'm gonna just start pulling it and making a bow. Let me zoom in, because I know people like to see that. And this one, I love Santa. I'm gonna give him, let's see, what do we got here? Let's do, there's 8, and then, what's that, 14-inch? Let's do a 14-inch tail. And I like doing the 14-inch tail, or the longer tail, well, any tail, but I like doing the 6-inch loops. And we're just gonna load this puppy up. Do you guys have an easy bow maker? Thank you, Christy. What else is next? I do want to get this guy in there. Let's keep him in there. This is there. Ooh, this is cute. Gosh, I hope I have enough of this. It's getting all unraveled. I want the tail to be the same, so I'm actually, no, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. Hi, Marianne. Hi, Angela. What else did I have? Oh, this is this. Let me put the black and white next. So 14-inch tail, and then I'm just doing 2 loops on each side. And 6-inch loops, so 2 times 6-inch, whatever. We're just gonna load this up with all this stuff here. You can see me looking out the front window. I'm totally distracted, you guys. We're right at the stop sign in the complex, so there's a lot of stuff happening out there. It's not more important than this. Do I have enough here? Oh, we're gonna see. It's all curlied up. Because it's at the very end of the roll. Twisted all to, yep. We barely had like 5 inches left. Wants to stick to my finger. 6 inches left. That's it. Oh, I need to save that. Nancy is working on a project that she's having so much fun with, so we are going to be using some of these ribbon scraps that we have and making something super fun. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. Oops. I'm trying to hold this down right there. This is what it's looking like. Now let's put this on here, and then we have some of the 2.5 inch or 1.5 inch ribbon. Christy, I haven't made it yet. I haven't made it yet. Hi Crystal, welcome. So do you guys have an easy bow maker and do you use it? I had an extra one and I gave it to Nancy so she could make bows too. I don't know if she's used it yet. So she could say, yes, I have one. No, I haven't used it yet. Oh, you can't see my face. And this keeps coming apart. So I think I'm going to use this one next. This is my vintage Harlequin, just because it's that vintagey pattern. I do want to put some of that on there. And then we'll just end with the red. How's that? It's going to be all loaded up here. Let me make sure. I always make one loop longer than the other. Oops. And now it wants to come out because these things are coming apart. Oops. Look, I messed this all up. Stop it. Oh, there we go. Okay. And then I'm going to finish with the red. So this is where you can add tubing if you wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. But you could. Do I have enough of this? Here's another end of the roll. So we're just going to make this one a little bit smaller. And since it's red, I think I'm going to use a red pipe cleaner. And oh, look, that just came. So more scraps. Okay. That fan is really blowing my hair over here, and it's driving me bananas. I have red, but they're in a package. I'm going to rip it open. I'm doing it one-handed. Carol, I did 6-inch loops on the 2.5 inch and the black shear. I went in about 1/2 inch, and then the 1.5 inch I went in a little bit more, and then a little bit more. Oops. So the bottom 4, yes, they're all 6-inch. The black shear is about 5.5. The black and cream Harlequin is probably 4.5, and then the little, the red is probably like 3. I don't know. So take two pipe cleaners. You're gonna twist it off on itself. So you're gonna make one giant pipe cleaner. Okay. Yay, Tammy. No, I don't. All the ribbon that we have is for our kids and, you know, making projects like this. I don't have supplies to sell. We were talking about doing like a clearance on some stuff that we have, but we're not ready for that. The short answer is no, we don't sell supplies like that. Oh, look, I forgot to cut this one. So twist off your bow. This is a big juicy bow. Look at this. We don't need that anymore. Some more scraps for Nancy. But I'm gonna twist this off a little bit more just to make sure it's pretty thick too. So now, usually when I do this, I have a long piece and a shorter piece. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to turn this to the side because it's easier to work that way. And I'm going to take the pipe cleaner and set it where I kind of want it to be, but I'm going to poke the pipe cleaner through the mesh because I want the bow to rest on the mesh, and then go all the way down to the base where the rail is, and we're just going to tie it on the rail. This is the difficult part because sometimes the end of these pipe cleaners, they like to get twisted or bent, so you just got to work with it. And right now, I can feel it, but I can't grab it with my finger. Hello, come on. Okay, there we go. So do position that one, and then grab the next one. You're going to do the same thing. I will turn this over and show you what it looks like. So push the pipe cleaner through the mesh because you want the bow to rest on the mesh and not just like be sucked into the bottom. And this is, without twisting it off, this is what it's going to look like. So one thing that I love is my bow to be pointed out and not looking down at the ground. So I'm just going to hold this with this hand. So what I mean is when I'm holding the bow, maybe it's kind of pointed down. So when I pull on this back pipe cleaner, I want to make sure the bow is up and even almost like an angle. So I'm going to pull that top piece a little bit tighter and then twist this off on the back. I know it looks funny, it looks weird, it looks wonky, but it does work out. And then look, I'm able to twist that off. But when you hold this up, so it's going to be flat against the door, now my bow is pointed out and it's not looking down. So when someone walks up to your door, you don't want them looking at your bow like this. You want them to see all the action. So if this is on my door, this is what I want them to see. Okay, so just make sure when you're putting your bow on there, it's not pointed towards the ground. We want to see all the pretty loops. And then I'm just going to open the loops and separate this. Now this is where I go back and I'm fixing the ribbon tails because sometimes they get swallowed up, and the tubing there. But this looks amazing. I am loving this. I love the Santa theme here. Look at this. The red with the black and white and the little bit of green. And then this one I'm going to make sure that we can see the tails. So I'm going to kind of pull these this way. And we're going to do the tails, and look at how pretty that is. Yay! I love it when something comes out. So make sure our tails are all coming down. So we have the red one here. I think I'm going to do an angle cut and then roll them up like this. So they're just like rolled up right there. The same thing here. Just kind of using my thumb as a guide to roll that up. The black I think is going to be nice laying on top of the other black, so I'm going to dovetail those and then just start doing this over here. That fan is really blowing me over here, you guys. All my little wispies right here are tickling my face. I know I said that before, but it's driving me insane. It's making me crazy. So now we just have all these ribbon tails. We want them nice and cutesy down here. Cut this side. So if you want some sneak peeks and you want live alerts when I go live, make sure you text me to the phone number that's in the description, okay? Tomorrow we're going to finish up that scarecrow. We do have mystery boxes available. When we started there were 10. I don't know how many there's now. We have, next week is Mardi Gras week. So as a supplier, yes, I do make these things, but we supply the wreath rails for, you know, hobbyists or small businesses. As a supplier, I have to be ahead of the game. And I know people are probably like, Mardi Gras, that's not until, you know, February or whenever it is. Yes, but we have to be ahead. So we have to be ahead so you can be ahead. So Mardi Gras is next week. I am so excited because I love, look, I love bright colors, and those colors make me happy. So here is this beautiful guy here. If you're new, we sell these bases. These are called wreath rails. And this is a printed design. Isn't he cute? This is by Glitter Heart Designs by Christy. And yeah, I hope I got everything. Do you guys have any questions really quick? Richard or Nancy, is this welcome sign on the on Etsy? We list our finished pieces on Etsy. All of the bases and wreath rails are on Etsy and in our shop, but finished pieces are listed on Etsy. Oh, thank you, babe. I totally forgot about that. wreathrailclub.com to sign up for notification on our Wreath Rail Club. And this is what it looks like on the back. So right here, this is where we twisted off the bow. I'm just gonna cut it to where there's about 2 inches left, and then take this and tuck it in, because you don't want this scratching someone's door. Okay, like that. And that is what the back looks like. Now this, usually we will put a hole at the top. We get asked this all the time too. What does the holes mean? If you want a hole to hang from, we'll put a hole here with a jute string, or I show you guys how I do cable tie mount. Like this has a hole, this has a hole, let's see. Gingerbread Girl, she has a cable tie mount. And then this is what it looks like. Isn't that awesome for a front door? So different, and so many possibilities here. Thank you guys. This is a 20-inch. We do 12-inch and 20-inch. Oh, shoot. Don't go yet. Look at what I forgot. Okay, so, sorry, brain fart, okay? Not a new mom. I have no excuses here. I'm just regular mom with a mom brain. We're gonna add some of these, okay? I'm gonna show you really quick because that glue gun is already on. Just take your balls here, ornaments. I take the little thing off, and we're just gonna add these in like this, really quick. So if you wanna do this to your projects, I'm gonna show you what to do. Take glue and load it up on that end, okay? I'm so sorry I forgot this, you guys. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna set it right there, behave. The glue part is gonna go right at the base, and I will turn this around and show you. Right where the twist tie was when we put the tubing in, and you gotta hold it there until the glue is done. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Till the glue kind of gets there. Now you can wiggle it around a little bit so it touches and it's not gonna come off. Ay, ay, ay. Can't believe I forgot. I just looked down, I'm like, oh my gosh. So now here's these ones. Let me open this up. You can get these at your craft store, Walmart, Hobby Lobby, dollar store. They have these in the dollar store. A whole pack. Let's take some of these. Ooh, that would be cute right there like that. Oh, I like that. Okay, we're gonna do this one. Do not put your glue gun on your mat. It will warp it. That's what happened with my old one. And this one I'm putting in the bow. So just kind of wiggle it around so it touches more than one spot. And then I'll hold this up and show you what it looks like. So we did red, green, and we're gonna do another red one. The reason why I take these little toppers off is because they're not secure on there. If you just glue that part, they will come off. Take these off. I did use the wire cutters. Oop, look at that. Get a lot of glue on there so it's not gonna come off. And all the places where we have our ribbon tails and we're going with the tails and the tubing. That's what we're gonna do. Make sure that one's not moving around. This one, just kind of wiggle it. Yay guys, thank you. What does that say? Do you have a pic of the 12? Do I have a 12-inch rail? Nancy, can you bring, oh, there's one right here. Never mind. So I made this on a past live. This is going to my cousin. Here's a 12-inch. So you can see the size difference. These are both quatrefoils. This is a 12 by 12. So that is a 12-inch. And so 12 inches are perfect for smaller spaces, like a cubicle, or if you live in an apartment building, or maybe someone that's in like a senior home that can't really have something big. You can put something small on there, maybe something for a kitchen. You don't want this big gigantic wreath. You want a smaller piece. The 12 inches are perfect. 12 inches are also perfect if you want to do your own little party, like a mom's get together or something for the kids. We have all those blanks that can be painted. It's just, there's so many different ways to use it. Now, there. So all I did was take my wire cutters, didn't try to cut it, and just help me lift that off. And you'll see how awesome this makes this look with just adding a few of these pieces. Now, if you go to move this and you feel that it's not sticking, you can go in with your glue gun and add a little bit more glue. If I hold this up, these pieces will fall off. So let me go back over here and see. Nope, she's stained. That one's stained. That one's questionable. It's probably still super wet, or you know, it's not dry yet. But I'm gonna try and hold this up to show you. This one is probably gonna fall off if I hold it up. But okay, so ready? Look at how awesome that looks so far with just adding ornaments, you guys. I'm trying not to hold it straight up so this guy doesn't fly off, but look at how awesome that looks with just adding a few ornaments into that piece. Now, if you wanted to add more, have a ball, add more. These are, I don't know, does it say what size these are? No. It doesn't have a size. This doesn't have a label at all. But just like this, I went red, green, red, green. Yeah, red, green, red, green, red, green. And then here, the same thing. So one in each tie, so 4 plus 1 in the bow, 5. And then it would look like this. Let me just make sure these aren't falling off, because that would be embarrassing, right? Oh no. Yeah, this one's still a little soft. This one feels a little bit better. But there you go, guys. Look, on a door. I love it. Love, love, love.